We are back with the Sprinter van. In the last video, you saw us wash the outside of the van. In this video, we're going to be fixing the leaky roof. So as I mentioned earlier, these things leak pretty often. As you see it, there's a little drip of water, and that's in one night. I got a little bit of water in one night. So this is a really common issue. If you are between 2010 and 2014, you should probably check to see if this is covered, because apparently they have like a recall for this where they fix this issue, but it just happens that this is an 08 and it doesn't have the coverage. So what we're going to do, we're going to start working from the inside out, from front to back. We're going to start removing this panel and this panel and this panel. How to do that? Let's get going. Okay, we need to get to the secret screw. To get it, pop this off using a flathead screwdriver. Sneak it in right behind there. You can see that there's like a little slot for the screwdriver. Ping, boom, and there you go. Pull that out. There's your hidden bolt. That's a T25. That's out. And now what you do, pull it forward. Okay, maybe it's a little easier said than done. Let me get two hands and I'll do it. Well, this thing's not even really attached, so that's not good. Shoot. Okay. Let's just pull this thing off all the way. Shoot. I'm breaking the jingles out of this thing. Okay, I'm out of hands. I need to turn off the camera. Give me a moment. Okay, this is a mess. Pretty much somebody's been in here before. As you can see, the tape work. Pretty much this whole thing is loose. It's not supposed to be loose. You're supposed to remove this cover right here. And as you see, there's supposed to be one bolt there, and there's the broken bolt right there. But now that it's broken off, this thing should also kind of pull off. Yeah, it should just pull off. Pretty sure it's going to be like you have to raise something up or something. Let's get the back off, because I can't do this with one hand. We'll just try to get it somehow clipped on or held on. This is becoming a real big mess. Like, this was supposed to be way easy. You start from front, work your way back, but not working that way right now. Because the clips are not even holding in. Like, what in the world? Because there are clips on here, and the clips should be holding this thing in. Which means either I have missing parts, or I don't know. Okay, with this mess here, pop this one out. Got a screw back there. Go a little further back. I'm going to use my hand for this one because this whole thing's been taken apart. There's that screw there. Let's get him out real quick. Also, so that this stuff isn't dangling here, we're going to remove the connector. And it's literally just squeezed together, and that should pop the light off. Squeeze, push. And there you go. Okay, let's try to get this back piece removed. That was a major fail. Pretty much this top piece fell off. Worse, I think I still need to, I need to keep removing. I need to get this piece off because I need to get to the bolts that are under here. Okay, so what we should have had here was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts. I only had 5 because somebody's been in here before, which is not a big deal. Right here, you have your condenser line. It doesn't feel like it's too bad, but you can kind of see where the leak was coming from. You got water right here. You got a little bit of water right here. That's kind of where it looks like the water's leaking from, but we'll get a better idea once we get on top. Now we just got to remove one. There should be a bolt here, but there's not, so it's just 1, 2 more, 3 more bolts, and this piece will also come off. Okay, with that out, now we're going to go around the perimeter of the unit and we're going to unscrew every one of these bolts, and there are quite a lot of them, to be honest. I need to pull off this line a little bit to get access to the other bolts, but they pretty much just go all the way around. So we're going to need to get all those out. Okay, with that off, pretty much this thing is more or less loose. Right here, you have your AC lines. Really, it's up to you if you want to remove them. Shoot, there's a hidden bolt right behind there. Somebody was in here and they worked some magic and they also hit a bolt right in the back there. Pretty much what I was saying. Oof. Danger zone. Shoot, that is bad. Okay, I'm gonna need to wash this out too. Ugh, that is gross. That is so nasty. Ew. Okay, anyway, sidetracked. Pretty much, we're gonna unscrew that one bolt, and then we're gonna go up top. But what I was gonna say was, I can't show it to you because somebody's been here. Technically, this thing is you should be able to unscrew this. If you unscrew this, you can take the condensate lines, the Freon lines out. The only thing is, you're gonna lose all your Freon. On the bright side though, it's gonna be easier to work on this system. So it's up to you. If you want to spend extra money, get the system recharged, but save some time, take it off. If you want to save money, and you're willing to put in a little bit more effort, leave it on. I'm going to remove that one bolt, and then we're going to go up top. While we're on top of the printer, we need to remove this cover right here, and then that front cover. Torx T30, and we have just screws all over the place. So let's get started. Okay, after the bolts are off, you just literally lift the top cover off. Next thing you have are 1, 2, 3, 4, 13 millimeters, and then I believe this should be a T30 right here. You need to get all these off so you can pull off this bar, and that'll give you access to the bolts that are back there. Okay, now that everything's loose, push forward and get these nuts out of the way. Just lift up, and there you go. Now you have access to the, I think these are T20s. Yeah, you have access to the T20s, and they pretty much just go around the perimeter. So we're gonna get those off camera. With everything removed, let's pull off this top cover. It's need to be washed a little bit. And now we're going to remove this other cover, which probably has a lot of junk under it. I already see that there's a lot of junk under it. Okay, cool. So pretty much what we're gonna do is right under here, we need to clean that whole mess up. You see that? We need to clean all of that up before we can do anything. This side is no better. You can actually see the leak points. It was leaking right here, right over there. We need to clean all this up before we can get going any further. And it looks like it's because this thing failed right here. But we're still gonna seal it up a little bit better. So I'm gonna clean this up off video and we'll get back to you in a bit. Okay guys, so if you look under here, got it all cleaned up. I'm gonna have to be doing this off camera because it is extremely hard to do multiple things at once, like hold the camera and, you know, try to caulk at the same time. I'm using 100% waterproof caulk that's rated for inside and outside use. Make sure it's at least exterior. I'm pretty sure you need it to be exterior, and 100% waterproof, that's a must. So pretty much what we're going to be doing, if you look up here, I took off the old gasket because first of all it's full of water, second of all it failed and it's like completely pointless on here. So what I'm going to be doing along the edge right here, I'm going to be running 2 lines of caulk, 2 beads of caulk. I'm going to be running one closer and I'm going to run a little bit wider, so pretty much if you look at this, there's going to be one bead that's going to be like kind of here in the edge and one just a little bit outside of it. The reason why I got this little tube thing is because getting back here, getting all the way back there, is going to suck. Also make sure you're doing this on a sunny day, because if it's raining and you're doing this, it's not going to be very pleasant, and it's probably not, the results are not going to turn out as you expect. So I'm going to do this off camera. Once this is caulked, I'm going to put this unit down and we're going to go under the van and start tightening everything down. So I'll see you at the bottom when we're done. Okay, so there we go. It looks so bad, trust me. I'm sorry, it looks terrible. But now that it's down, we're gonna pick this guy up, put him in place, and we're just gonna start screwing the bolts down. We're gonna be going in a star pattern, kind of like, you know how you do like cylinder heads or something like that. Kind of same logic, just so everything gets tightened down real good. So it's been a few weeks, thanks to the magic of movie making. I've been just waiting for the rain to come down, pour through to expose any leaks I may have had. I've looked it over pretty much every day actually, and it's good. I don't have any leaks anywhere. Everything is sealed. So we're gonna start putting this together. Pretty much I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Already putting it together as I'm talking, but pretty much we're gonna speed it up. I'm gonna just put it on like a time lapse or something, just because if you saw how I took everything apart, you can probably get how to put everything together. You just start from the back and work your way forward. On a side note, this is the cleaned filter. I don't know what this stuff is, but this stuff doesn't wash out. But pretty much, I don't know if you remember what the old filter looked like, but this thing, huge improvement. One note, right here, you have an air channel. So pretty much when you install this plate, don't force it in like I did. Put it at an angle and slide it in first and then lift up. So that way it's installed correctly and the air is able to flow through here. Okay, so one tip I want to give you guys. This is right here. I have the old gasket. One thing you can do is, in combination with silicone, when you put it outside the edge, is to use some form of weather stripping. This one is way too thin. This is 1/4 inch. So, but if you compare it to the original gasket, it looks like the original gasket was about 1 inch. You can do a mix of weather stripping and silicone to ensure that you actually don't have any problems in the future. That's something that I didn't show you guys do, because pretty much what ended up happening, I had to redo it because the silicone I used was the wrong type. It says it's waterproof, but it wasn't waterproof. I don't know. Either it was a bad mix or whatever. So what I did, I put the weather stripping on the outside, and on the inside where the hole was, I put in a bead of silicone, 100% silicone. That's 100% waterproof. But that's just something to consider, is just as a secondary backup. Maybe apply some weather stripping. It's pretty easy to apply, and then just a safe backup. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful. Hopefully you got something out of it. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.